Hey, what's up, you guys? Johnny Beane here. This is Exclusively Van Halen, the Van Halen Show on YouTube and Facebook. Spotify, this is a podcast. Today is the anniversary of Van Halen's A Different Kind of Truth. We're going to celebrate the album. We're going to talk about it. Do you like this album? Do you like Van Halen? Hey, subscribe to the channel. Drop some comments below. What are your favorite songs from this album? Drop those comments down below in the comment section. And let's do a show. And by the way, we're on Facebook, Exclusively Van Halen Facebook group. We got 70,000 members in there, so join us. We have a great time. All right, let's do a show here on, what channel is this?
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching Exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Beane TV. Keep it there. Woo! See ya!
Hey, welcome you guys. Johnny Beane here. This is Exclusively Van Halen, the Van Halen Show on YouTube. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. 14K is the next goal. We're almost there. We're just like, I don't know, 50 away or something. So we'll do that. But you guys, let's celebrate Van Halen's A Different Kind of Truth today. Was it 14 years ago today? February 7th? 2012, is that correct? 14 years. That's pretty incredible to think of. Do you guys remember when this album came out? What were your thoughts? What did you guys think? I do remember it would have been before the album came out. They released the single for the song Tattoo. And they released a music video for that. And this is pretty cool, you guys. I can say that I dropped the very first comment on that video. Go look. Go find it. Go find the video. Actually, here, what we'll do is I'll find the video. I'll post it in the comments. Let's see. Tattoo Van Halen. There it is. No, that's somebody else's. There it is. 14 years ago, 10 million views. Let me give you guys the video. Oh, man. Wow. Here, I'll give you guys the video. And if you can find it, go look, and you will see that I dropped the very first comment on this video. I remember saying something like, "Welcome back," because I was sitting at my computer and I got the alert. The alert came in. I was just sitting there. It was like midnight or something. It was some crazy late time. And I'm sitting there at my computer. There's the video. Check it out, you guys. Well, you guys have all seen it. You guys have seen it, but scroll back, find the very first comment. There's 23,732 comments on that video. But also, if you want, drop a comment saying, "Hey, we're celebrating the album today, and Johnny Beane sent us." I always appreciate that, you guys. You know, when I send you guys over, and say, "Hey, Johnny Beane sent us over," you know, helps support the channel, support these shows. So I appreciate that. So very cool. So we'll do some reading here, you guys. By the way, Peggy is here. I see you. Who's here? Who do we have live? We got Charles, we got Janice, we got Ivan, we got Peggy, and we got Rock Daddy. Thank you guys for jumping in live here. You know, this wasn't really a pop-up show. I actually scheduled it like an hour and a half ago, and then I had to run to the store because you guys know on the other episodes on the channel here, we do another show called Talking Guitars, music news, Saturday night, and I started this new thing where I do a bonus camera feed to Twitch, which is pretty cool. So if you guys want to follow me over on Twitch, you can do that and get a bonus live feed during the other shows. Not during this one here, but during, say, tonight's Saturday night. You can get a bonus feed over on Twitch. So follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/JohnnyBeane, if you would. So anyway, I had to go out to the store and I had to get another stand. I had to go grab another stand for my extra camera. So went out, got this, and here we are. Hey, yo, what's up? Work Design. Hey, good to see you, man. Good to see you guys. Okay, let's do it. Let's do this, you guys. Van Halen's A Different Kind of Truth. 14 years ago today, February 7th, 2012. A Different Kind of Truth is the 12th. Truth is the... I haven't had my coffee yet today. See? That's why coffee's good. That's why I'm drinking a coffee in this graphic here. Look at that. Although Holly said I looked like I was like 70 years old there. Well, I don't know. So, A Different Kind of Truth is the 12th and final studio album by American rock band Van Halen, released on February 7th, 2012 by Interscope Records. This is Van Halen's only studio album on Interscope and is the first album of studio material with lead singer David Lee Roth since 1984. Likewise, A Different Kind of Truth was Van Halen's first studio album since 1998's Van Halen 3, as well as their only studio album recorded without bassist Michael Anthony, who had played bass on all the band's previous albums. Eddie Van Halen's son Wolfgang replaced Anthony for the album, making this his only studio album with the band. Of course, you guys all know that Wolfgang would go on to have Mammoth, and he's put out, 3 albums so far? It would also be Van Halen's final studio album before Edward's death and the group's disbandment in 2020. Different Kind of Truth was recorded at Henson Recording Studios and Eddie Van Halen's own 5150 Studios, and produced by John Shanks. I saw him one time, man. This was like a NAMM show. This was years ago. I was walking. This was like late at night. I was walking, and John Shanks walked right past me, and I said, "John," and I startled him. I remember he went, "Ugh," but I recognized him. I'm like, "John," and I think I introduced myself, and then that was it. This was a long time ago, but He worked on Van Halen's A Different Kind of Truth. And, of course, he went on to join Bon Jovi. Hey, Music Therapy Laz, what's going on, dude? 7 of the album's 13 songs are musically reworked and lyrically rewritten songs that had been demoed in the late 1970s and early 80s, but never officially released. The album received positive reviews upon release, with several writers referring to it as a return to form, and multiple publications ranked it as one of the best albums of... Here, we got to scroll. Where are we? Where are we? Now I'm lost. Somewhere right here. Oh, of 2012. It was also a commercial success, debuting in the top 10 on numerous record charts and debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200 by the end of 2012. It had sold in excess of 411,000 copies in the U.S. alone. The album was promoted with an arena tour. Did any of you guys see them on that tour? I did. I saw them in 2007, 2008, 2012. 10 technically 2015 wasn't a tour for this. 2015 was a tour for the live record, correct? They put out the Tokyo Dome record. Yeah. Yo, Peggy, you have that CD. It's great. Right on. Laz is working. Right on, dude. I'm working. This is what I do. Yeah, it's like I'm doing like 2 shows a day now or something. I do a show earlier in the day. And, well, I've been trying to, you know. Let's see. What else? What else here? Well, let's check out the tunes. Well, there's the tour. They warmed up at Cafe Wah in New York. I remember there was going to be a live feed from that. And as soon as they were about to start, like the feed stopped. I guess something happened. But there was a lot of us that were waiting for that live feed. I remember that, man. So the track listing for A Different Kind of Truth. We'll go through each one of these songs. Number 1 is Tattoo, which, if you're a Van Halen nerd like I am, you guys know that, well, I know, that Tattoo actually was rewritten from a song that they used to play live in the 70s. Actually, I should be asking you guys this. In the chat and in the comments below. What's the song? What's the song title? But in the chat, if you guys know this. What's the song? Charles, you got it, man. Down in Flames. Originally, Tattoo was a song. I don't know if they demoed it. I don't recall ever hearing a demo of the song. But there was a live version of Down in Flames that they actually played. I think it was on the first tour. Like certain shows, maybe shows like overseas, opening for Black Sabbath, you would hear them play Down in Flames. Pretty cool tune. So, like, as soon as I heard Tattoo, I'm like, wait a minute, that's Down in Flames. I heard that one. All right, number 2, She's the Woman. That was another... Actually, they did demo that in 1977, so there is an earlier demo of that. I think it's a little different. Each of these songs, if there was demos of them, they're slightly different. You and Your Blues. That one, I think, was pretty much new to everyone. I don't recall a demo of that or an older version of that. I always liked that one. Chinatown, that was another one that was new. And again, you guys can chime in. Let me know in the comments the comments below. Chinatown, that was a new one. When they toured for a little while, when they played that live, Edward actually used a... do I have it right here? I have one of these. Yeah, right here. So this is the whoops. This is one of the originals. Thank you again to Janice the intern. Janice gave me this. Digitech whammy pedal. Edward used a whammy pedal live during Chinatown. I don't think he did it the entire tour. And again, he didn't use an original one. He used a reissue, which I have one up on the shelf there. You guys can't see it. But the reissue that I have is broken. So thank you again, Janice, for that. So Chinatown, Edward did use a Digitech whammy pedal for a little bit. Blood and Fire. Actually, in the chat, again, you guys. In the chat, can you guys tell us? Blood and Fire, what was that originally? Does anybody know? I know there's a slight delay between what I'm saying and what you guys are hearing. By the way, smash that thumbs up. So Blood and Fire, that was originally that was an instrumental that Edward had written for a movie called The Wildlife in 1984. It was music, and I mean they had probably tried working it up as songs, for 84. Didn't happen. I'm assuming. Charles is saying it was known as Ripley. I don't know if that was the official title of it. I think fans gave it that title over the years. But if you watch the movie The Wildlife, which Laz, I think you still need to watch that. We're going to have to watch that at your house at some point, man. It's a good movie. Edward did the instrumental versions of the soundtrack. And actually, there was a guy that sang a song on that album that you guys may know of. This guy right here.
Ready?
Ready.
Hi, this is Andy Summers, and you're watching Johnny Beane TV.
Yeah, there you go. Andy Summers. He had a song on the Wildlife soundtrack. It was called Human Shout. And he sang and played. It was a good song. Let's see, Richard, I see you. You're saying here, let's do this. Let's go over here. Did he use his Ripley guitar on that track? On Blood and Fire, on Different Kind of Truth, he used the Ripley guitar that was known as the Super Pluto. That was the one. It was Telecaster shape, had all the knobs and stuff. And I know this because Steve Ripley himself told me this years later. He said that Edward had sent him the guitar, and he had fixed it up. But they were recording that song, so that was pretty cool. I asked Steve Ripley of Ripley Guitars if he wanted to come on the show, and he declined. This was years ago. We used to message back and forth all the time. This is years and years ago. He has since passed on, but I remember asking him if he wanted to come on the show, and he's like, why would anybody want to hear what I have to say? And I was like, man, But Steve Ripley, awesome dude. Rest in peace. He had a band called the Tractors. And he actually did a lot of stuff. But a lot of Van Halens know of him because of the Ripley guitar, and then of the Kramer Ripley guitars, which I have. I have one of them. It's currently in my guitar jail, sitting over there. Yeah, Top Jimmy. He used the same guitar on Top Jimmy. So, yeah, that's interesting. So the Ripley Telecaster shaped guitar that Edward used, he used it on Top Jimmy and Blood and Fire. Very cool. After that, you got Bullethead. That was another song Van Halen did live in the late 70s. I think the lyrics are slightly different. But it was a live one, too. I don't recall an actual demo of that one. As Is. That one, I think that was a newer track as well. Honeybabysweetiedoll. That was a newer one. The Trouble with Never. That was a newer one, but a lot of people say that song sounds a lot like Crosstown Traffic, if you listen to it. Outta Space. Now this was a demo in the 70s. And something that I got a lot of heat at one point because I posted a video, and this was before the album came out. So this is over 14 years ago when iTunes released the previews of each song. I remember I went and I downloaded each one. I recorded each one, put them on a CD, and I would listen to the previews. I'd drive around in my car just listening just to the previews That's how excited I was about this album. So when the album did come out, I'd pretty much heard, it's just the guitar solos, you know. You didn't get the guitar solos in the previews. So, but Outta Space, I remember saying, I posted a video. It's on my channel here on YouTube. You guys can find it. I posted a video saying, hey, some of these David Lee Roth screams are exactly from Running with the Devil. Like, it's the actual scream taken from Running with the Devil. Like, it's the same thing. And people are telling me, no, what, you're crazy. But I don't know. If you guys go listen to Running with the Devil, the original track from 1978. Listen to some of those screams in that song, David Lee Roth, and then listen to Outta Space. Listen to a couple screams in that, and you'll hear it. It's the exact same thing. They sampled it and put it in the track. Let's see, where else? Stay Frosty. That was a new song. That's a favorite of a lot of fans. That one. Big River. I want to say that was a demo from the late 70s, but it was called something else. Do you guys know? And then finally, we got Beats Workin', which I want to say that was a song from the 70s. That was a demo called Put Out the Lights. That's what it seems like to me. I think so. All right. And then you had something called the Deluxe edition, which had a DVD called the Downtown Sessions. And you had some acoustic live songs. Panama was one of them. You and Your Blues. David Lee Roth had a little intro where he talked for a second. You and Your Blues was a song. And then Beautiful Girls. That was pretty cool. And then there was also an interview released at the time with Roth asking Alex and Edward questions about the history of the band. And that was pretty cool. So, of course, this album, David Lee Roth on vocals, synthesizer on Tattoo, and acoustic guitar on Stay Frosty. That's cool. Eddie Van Halen, guitar and backing vocals. Wolfgang Van Halen, bass and backing vocals. Alex Van Halen, drums. And then there's the production of the album. There. Yeah, it does say John Shanks, producer. Ross Hogarth mixed the album. I ran into him one time at NAMM Show years ago. And he knew me. He started laughing. He's like, you're that Van Halen guy. He's like, you're the Van Halen guy. And he's laughing. And this was a long time ago. This was like 10 years ago. So it was quite a bit ago. So there's some of the chart positions of the album. Right there. Peggy says the DVD is great. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great album. It is. And it's 14 today. That's unbelievable. There's mine. A friend of mine that worked for the band sent me this as a gift 10 years ago. Oh my gosh. And I have a photo. On another show a couple days ago, I showed a photo of it. And so I do have that right. Where is it? Right there. So she sent me the album. I think is it a double vinyl? It's a red vinyl. It's framed up. As soon as I got it, I put it in a frame. So I haven't actually looked or listened to the records at all. But it's personalized. All the best, Johnny. Eddie Van Halen 2016. Whoa. Very cool. Whoa. Oh, Van Halen lyrics. You're replying to me. On X. I posted over on X Actually, I can show you guys what I posted. I posted this over on X. Which Van Halen track fires you up the most? Yeah. I posted this too. Thank you again to Bay Area Rich. He gave me the new Guitar World. Thank you to Bay Area Rich. Yeah, they had these at NAMM show. This magazine, but by the time we got there, they were all gone. But Rich got me one. It's right here, actually. But yeah, so very cool. So that's a really nice. It was a really nice gift. Like, I was shocked. Like, I remember they messaged me and they're just like, "Hey, what's your mailing address?" And so I gave them my mailing address, and then this showed up in the mail. The vinyl. It says, "All the best, Johnny." Eddie Van Halen, and it says 2016. You can't really see it because of the photo, because of the it's in the frame, and the lights, the lights hit it, but it says 2016 on it because Edward would write the date of anything he would sign. He would usually see that's a way. That's one of the ways you can tell. A lot of people do, like, they forge stuff. He would put the date of the signature. He started doing that, I want to say, in like 2007 was around the time I first noticed him doing that, I think. Or was it 1997? Might have been 1997. It's either one. I don't know. Richard. Yeah, it is cool. Yeah. I've got a couple autographed things back there. Maybe I'll show them on the show tonight. Yeah, you guys, tune in tonight, Saturday night. We do that. What time do we do that? 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. Saturday night on the show here, we do guitar stuff. I've got a workbench, which I know is a disaster. Sorry, Peggy. But I've got a workbench. We work on guitars. I've got a guitar I need to work on here. Need to fix this one up. Maybe we'll work on that one. Here's one we worked on the other day. We worked on this one. That one's cool. Here's another one. As you can tell, I love Stratocasters. I love Strats. There's another one. And again, I got this for the Twitch cam tonight. So, very cool. All right, look at this. We're at 28 minutes. I like to try to keep these shows on the shorter side, at least, half an hour. Do a shorter show earlier in the day, and then the longer marathon 5-hour show. Okay, 3-hour show in the evening. So, with extra Twitch feed. So again, follow me on Twitch. If you're not following me on Twitch, you're not getting the extra angles. Just kidding. Not those angles. And you could subscribe for free using Amazon Prime over on Twitch. Help support the show. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Peggy, did I see your comment? That's the first I'm hearing of that. I'm sorry to hear that. We'll talk about that tonight, okay? I'll look into that. Thank you, Peggy, for letting me know. All right, you guys, a different kind of truth. What do you think? Drop a comment on playback. Favorite song? Let me know. Thank you, channel members. Thank you for your continued support for this channel and these shows. You guys, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And what else? Different kind of truth. Pretty cool. All right. I will see you guys tonight on Saturday night here on what channel is this?
You're watching Johnny You're watching this motherfucker on wherever you're watching it. Just watch him. He's a legend.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Wow, Nuno said I'm a legend. No way. Thank you guys so much for watching. Click on another video here on YouTube. Drop your comments below. A different kind of truth. Let me know your favorite track. Whoops. Let me know your favorite songs from this album in the comments down below. All right, and I'll see you guys tonight on Saturday night. Johnny Beane TV. Bye-bye.